So a little DJ after dark. My apologies, everybody, if the video quality for this segment right here looks a little shitty. You know, with winter coming, we're losing the daylight, so normally when I'd be driving to the gym right now, it'd be pretty much bright as hell outside if it was in like the middle of the summer. With that being said, wanted to show you some footage today from, today is actually week 2, day 2 of the Shaco meet prep cycle. I wanted to record some from day 1, but just kind of forgot about it, was in the zone, didn't really feel like busting out the camera. But to give you guys an idea of what I was in for last night, it was squat up to 355 for I think 4 sets of 3, and then you went on to bench press 240, which I made 245 for 6 sets of 3. I was supposed to do some dumbbell flies next, but then I forgot about those, so I'll be putting those on for tonight. And then it was supposed to be back to squats, but now you do 330 for 4 sets of 3. So it sounds like it's a lot of volume. Obviously you're doing warm up, and your working sets are ramping up. You're not just jumping immediately into it. But you might think, well, that doesn't sound so bad. The thing is, with Shaco, you're doing this squats like 3 times a week. You're benching 4 times a week, and you're deadlifting 4 or 5 times a week. It's nuts. The volume is insane. You are working out 5 times a day, or not 5 times a day, 5 times a day. 5 times a week. So it is very volume intensive. My body is not liking it. Already had a little SI joint discomfort from doing the deadlift pulls in the last day of week 1, which I'm kind of hoping goes away because it's still bothering me right now. So this is DJ. Stay tuned for some workout footage. All right, so I'm on my last set of reverse band deadlifts. It looks more impressive than it actually is. So, see all these plates down here? So it's 530, and then I used a luggage scale to judge what the tension was in this band right here. And it is taking 55 pounds from the bottom, and then about 35 to 40 pounds at my lockout. So that would be minus 110 pounds at the bottom, and then minus 80 pounds at the top. So based on these weights, that's gonna be 420 at the bottom, and then about 490 at the top. So I'm supposed to do 2 sets for 2 reps. Let's see how it goes. so I know it's another video in my car, and these suck because the quality is shitty because it's like night mode or whatever, but it's the only time I can do it because I feel weird talking to myself on the phone when there's like other people in the gym. Although the one guy that was left in the gym tonight was a creeper, so he probably would have been right up his alley. But anyway, today just finished off week 2, day number 4 of week 2. So you saw some footage there. I think the only thing I included was some bench press. It was 255 for 2 sets of 2. On the first set, I ran into the rails. I didn't scoot down far enough before I started the set, but I felt really strong in that position. I just, my bar path ran right into where the rails were, but I still grinded it out and got it up there, and I had a laugh about it as well. I know that's not as impressive as the 270 followed by the 275 times 2, which if you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen that. However, I was impressed with it because for 255, I had no spotter, I had no lift, and I had no chalk on my back keeping me still. So I was really squeezing my shoulders into the bar, trying not to slide, and if I did slide, I tried not to let my ass come up. The second set, I moved the camera angle a little bit further away so that you guys could actually see that the arch, you can actually see right through it towards the other side. If I was actually prepping in my singlet, you would have definitely seen a big arch, which I don't think you see a whole lot of guys get, and if they do, they're just crazy freaks like Owen Hubbard. But training is feeling really good. Today was some squats. I think I got up to 6 sets of 3 with 230, 6 sets of 3. No, it was 6 sets of 3 with 330. Felt pretty good. I am still having some nagging lower back, I'm assuming it's the SI joint issues. And it's strange because I don't feel it just walking around, but like when I get up to the heavier weights, the moment I put the weight back in the rack and decompress the spine, I feel the swelling pressure and pain in my back, and it's almost like debilitating, like I need to take a second before I can start walking or stand up straight. So I don't know if I need to just take some time off and let that go away. I'm trying to work through it because I don't feel like taking time off because everything besides the deadlift is going so well. Bench press is up phenomenally well. I mean, 300 actually feels like it could be in sight at a meet. Also working on the squat. Squat feels really good. I feel like, I mean, I haven't gone into the 400s just yet. Starting next week, no, not next week, 2 weeks from now, I actually test some openers. And I'm thinking about taking maybe 395, maybe 405, 410 for a ride. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But one of the things I noticed, and I left the footage in here, and you guys are probably going to comment about it if you are watching this YouTube video, is that I noticed that on the day I did the, I did some bench, I can't remember what day it was, I think it was either day 1 or day 2, it called for some dumbbell flies, and I recorded myself doing those, and I remember that day on the bench press, my left elbow started to kind of get flared up and a little tight. Didn't hurt to do anything, but I noticed on dumbbell flies, you'll see that my range of motion on my left arm was stopped. I mean, I would only come down to maybe about parallel or even with my chest before I would go back up, and my right elbow was extending beyond my chest. So I was getting more of a stretch on the right side of my pec. So I'm trying to work on that, make sure my range of motion is a little bit better. Everything was feeling really good with the exception of this back pain, which I did not have any today walking around at work. And then I started doing squats, and once I got to the main heavy sets, it kicked in. So I don't know what the hell's going on. So one more day for this week, then we move on to week 5, and then we move into the actual training comp prep block, which will be, sorry I said week 5, it's actually week 3. Moving into the last 5 weeks of this training prep. So stay tuned. This is DJ. Appreciate you following me along on this ride. If you want to know where all my social medias are at, just look in the description of this video.